Hello, this is the model Fox 4 model 2010S. What I'm going to show you today is how to replace the printhead on this model. It's a very simple process, and I'll go through it step by step. First thing you're going to want to do is replace your printhead. You have your cylinder assembly. You're going to want to swing it away. There's a lock-down knob on the left side of the machine. You unscrew the knob, and you open what we call a swing away cylinder. The next step is you have your ribbon loaded and your labels. The only thing you're going to need to remove is your ribbon out of the way. So you're going to have to open your printhead by pushing this lever and slide your ribbon out of your printhead. Just like that. And you can close the printhead. Now, the next step you're going to want to do is, which makes it easier on the Fox 4 applicator, is to remove the ribbon plate, which is located here. Okay, now, the first thing you're going to want to do, as we said, was to remove the ribbon plate, which makes it a lot easier to take the printhead out of the machine. It's one extra step, but it's worth the time. There's 2 flathead screws on the top. You unscrew the 2 flathead screws on top of the ribbon plate. Remove the ribbon plate. Next step is a center screw on the top of the printhead assembly between the 2 green tensioners. That's a captive screw. It's a Phillips flathead screw. You're going to loosen that screw all the way. Turn it several turns. Once you do that, you're going to push the head latch in and lift the printhead assembly up. And then you may have to loosen a little more to get the printhead to drop out. Once you do that, the printhead is located here. You just pull the printhead straight out of the assembly. Then you remove 2 connectors. And there you have it. Your printhead is out of the unit. Now, to put your new printhead back in, just do the reverse procedure. The connectors are 2 different sizes, so they can't plug in to the wrong connection. So you're going to want to plug each connector back in. Like that. Now, there's a little plate located right here. The printhead has to get tucked inside this plate, and the little chip you see here has to go in this little groove. Also, on the upper printhead assembly, you have 2 pins. 1 pin here, 1 pin here. On the top of the printhead, you have a hole here and a hole and a slot on the top. You have to line the slots with the pins. You need to slide the printhead in like this until the printhead catches the pins. You're locked in place. Next procedure would be to just lock the printhead down temporarily. And then you're going to screw your screw back in to hold the printhead in place. Take the screw down until it stops, and then just give it a snug. So your printhead is now installed. After you install your printhead, you're going to want to take isopropyl alcohol and a soft cloth. And you're going to want to clean the printhead because of the oils from your hands. Like that. Okay, once the printhead is installed, you're going to want to install your ribbon plate again back in. You put the 2 screws in like you see I have here. The key is just push back on the ribbon plate to start, and you just tighten your screws down all the way. Like this, number 1. And your second screw over here. You want to tighten that down, push it in on the ribbon plate. The best default position for your ribbon plate is both pushed in all the way in. If you have to adjust for a wrinkle for your ribbon, then you would loosen one side or other and adjust your plate if you're getting a ribbon wrinkle. So now the next step will be just slide your ribbon back in as so. Turn it, rewind. Of course, the ribbon breaks, but I'll start it over. Turn your rewind, your ribbon, put your ribbon back in. As such, close your print head and then you're ready to go. All you got to do is feed a couple labels and you're ready to go. Print head's installed. At this point, you have successfully installed your print head. There's no need for any other steps other than feed a couple labels and check your print quality. There are no settings that you have to set for the print head. It's automatically done in the printer.